Hello everyone! So, since there is an extra 5th Tuesday in this month, I thought I would take the opportunity to try out something a little bit different and do like a vlog type post here. Now I've done this sort of thing on my Patreon, which you can find information for that hopefully up here if I can figure out how to do that, and also down in the description. But I've done it for like the story behind the song, for some of the behind the scenes things that I've done there. But I thought I would give it a shot here on my YouTube channel with a little tour of my pedal board and some of the stuff that I'm using when I play live. So let's check it out. All right, so it may not look like it at first, but I'm not really a huge fan of having a bunch of fancy gear. I want to be able to set up and tear it on quickly and to have as little added to my guitar signal as possible, so everything here has a specific purpose and use. And you know, nothing here is sponsored. I'm definitely not fancy enough for something like that. It's just the gear I found that works best for me, for what I want, for what I need. Alrighty, so first let's take a look at the actual guitar signal path. And just a quick note, I'll have all of the signal paths written out in the description below. I've got a K&K Pure Mini pickup in each of my guitars, and the signal from those runs into this TC Electronics Polytune 3 Mini, which I really like this tuner because it is super bright. You can see it on a dark stage inside, you can see it on a bright stage outside, and it's super accurate, which is, of course, really important. Then it goes out of there into the LR Bag's Venue DI, which has a whole lot going on there. I used to run the Bag's Para DI for years, until it suddenly died on me at a gig. And I really liked the transparency of the sound, but I wanted something with a little more control and everything, so that's why when I replaced it, I went with the Venue DI instead. Now, there's a tuner in this too, but I have found it to be pretty useless. It is not super accurate, just not a great tuner. But in here there is a boost built in that I use for soloing or for some finger picking parts, and that is super, super useful. And then I've got this TC Electronics Hall of Fame 2 Mini running out of the FX loop of the Venue DI, just to add some more depth to some of the more sparse and pretty parts that I play. And then that goes out through the XLR out to front of house. So for the actual guitar signal path, it is just the tuner and the DI with the reverb pedal in the FX loop. For most things, be it solo gigs or Gunslingers Kayleys or what have you, that's really all that's getting used. But for the Northerly Gales, I have to fill out the sound a little more, so that's where all the rest of this stuff comes into play. So in addition to the regular guitar path, I've got a secondary path that takes a signal from a Fishman Rare Earth Humbucking magnetic pickup that goes over the sound hole in the guitar, and I can take it on and off my guitars when I don't want to use it. I put that right up underneath the low E and the A strings, just under those two strings, so it doesn't pick up anything else. Now the signal from that runs into this Boss OC3 Super Octave. And from here I only take the affected octave signal. I don't have any of the direct signal coming out of here. And that goes out into, through everything, this Vein Tap Murder 1 Killswitch. And the reason that I do that is because the Boss switch, there's a little bit of a delay when you're using it. When you use the Murder 1, this Killswitch, it is instantaneous, or as instantaneous as you can hear. And that is really good. You don't have to try to be anticipating little breaks. You just want it to go when you're playing. And the signal then goes out of here into this Radial SPD-One. It's a Stagebug and active DI. It goes out of there to front of house. Now the last piece of gear for the Gale setup is this Roland SPD-One kick. And it's got a bunch of preset percussion sounds to it, and there's even a slot that you can add your own, but I just use it as a kick drum trigger, and that goes out of here directly to front of house. And all that is powered by this True Tone One Spot Pro CS6 power supply that I mounted underneath the pedal board. Here's one more shot of everything. And that's it. That is the pedal board that I have set up for pretty much everything that I do live. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you all liked it, maybe I'll do something similar for my guitars or for the rest of my stage setup. Regardless, thank you so much, folks, and have a wonderful day.